Are you listening?
Hey, everybody. You want to buy some magic cards? Trust me, it won't get you addicted if you just try just one magic card.
Just one pack. Just crack it open.
That's right. All right, man. I don't know why I tackled such a deep subject today, but today I went on a topic rant and started searching everything I could on this particular topic and the amount of time I had to set up the show. And I'm like, dude, this can go deep. But we can keep it as light as we need it to be too. I want to say hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to Super Fast Tortoise. Welcome to this morning coffee show, officially sponsored by carnsotopia.com, where you can get Super Fast Tortoise dice bags like this one or that one that Hillbilly's squeezing on the right side of the screen. You can get this vinyl dice bag, this vinyl line dice bag for $75, or you can get some sweet new dice bags like these strawberry ones. I think they're called strawberry dice bags. If you're not sure, go check out this website and find out for yourself, right? Then you can get sweet lapel pins like this, boom, 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 for your Magic the Gathering swag. And you can get cool commander plates to hold your commander dice, life totals, and everything on it. Nice. Also, you can get customized paintings for your Magic game at carnsotopia.com. Boop, boop.
You said this subject can go deep. Well, the question is, how deep can you go?
How deep. Your playmats. So we're giving away playmats in the near future. I'm waiting like Monday mainly for something to arrive that not everybody knows about. Even though if you go back and watch my Wednesday show, you can find out if you watch all the way to the end. Mm-hmm. That's called retention, everybody. So
I watched it, but I don't even know because I don't forget.
You don't forgot. Oh man, I'm so excited.
That's what you get when you get brain damage. You forget stuff.
You're right. You forget stuff. Yeah. Well, I purposely made the spoiler short and sweet so it wasn't so memorable. But I was so excited. I had to talk about it. Oh, so we have a pretty deep topic, but we can keep it as simple as we need it to be. Keep it light, keep it entertaining as much as we want, because we want the energy to flow, and we want to get the seriousness across, and we want to get the idea across. The topic of the day is called the addictive Magic the Gathering, but there's more into it. Like I cover 3 major things that go into it. And there's way more that goes into the topic. But before we get all into the super seriousness of everything, how are you doing, Hillbilly?
I'm doing pretty good. I had some pretty good runs on Arena.
Yeah, pretty good runs. You were trash talking Phyrex in Arena. Phyrex Arena. Yep. It's a good card, but some people misplay it a lot.
Oh yeah.
But Phyrex Arena is only as good as the deck it's in. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't have a good deck, it's going to pull you a lot of jank or maybe a lot of misses. All right. TCG dude said he'd be right back. He has to do something important. So, how are you guys doing in chat world? Let's say hello to Coach's Magic. Coach, hello. It's good. James Willis. Hey, James Willis, you're amazing. Yeah. Oh, you know what's surprising is I don't see Mrs. Hillbilly here today. She must be chilling, chatting.
Must be. I'm sure she's lurking.
Yeah, probably lurking. Daniel Perry. Hey. Turn the deck says free and goes both tall and wide. Hell yeah. Turn the decks are pretty good.
Nice.
The Turn deck is one of the better decks too. Love it. Like if I was able to get a Warhammer deck, I'd get a Turn deck for sure.
I wonder what the power level between Warhammer and Fallout Commander decks are going to look like.
It's gonna be interesting because the Fallout decks I was watching game nights, they're actually pretty good. The deck Hillbilly got is a self-mill deck that does a lot of pushing. And that rad thing, that's pretty interesting. Like, it's definitely kind of an enclosed ability, but like enclosed meaning like it's more like a board game kind of ability, but it does so well the game, and the way the Mothman deck works with it, it's basically for self-milling. I'm like, that's pretty good. In fact, if like, there's some good solid cards in that deck. Then one upgrade you can get from the clue set is Sludge Titan, which I just actually ordered myself a copy last night of Sludge Titan. It costs 4 generic, green black 6/6. Whenever you enter the battlefield or attacks, you mill the top 4 cards of your library, and out of those 4 cards, you may return a land or a creature card into your hand.
You know what else will help the deck?
Lands.
Nope.
A vampire. Sir Conrad. No, he's not a vampire. He's a human knight. You put him in there?
Yep.
You know what also would be annoying with that deck? I just had the name of the card in my head and it died. Tegrid.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, Tegrid. Tegrid would be annoying in that deck.
Yep.
That's a card that needs to be banned from Commander.
You know, the problem I have with Arrogant is I like both sides of it. You can only, in a Commander, you can only play one side.
Right? Player Fallout seems very centered on just deck shenanigans. But
wasn't
like,
Tegrid banned as a commander? Like, you can have him in the 99, but as a commander,
I haven't heard anything on that, to be honest.
For
I can check
Tegrid
right now.
I like Target, but you just can't play both sides of it. That has 2 sides.
Let's see.
I mean, maybe it's just socially banned, like land destruction.
I'm looking for the ban list. Man, Legacy got some ban list. All right. So, because I don't want to get too much in the topic right now. I want to make sure everybody's comfortable. Let's share screen. And I see someone just popped in. Give me a second.
Visitor.
Captain Waffles, Captain Waffles, Captain Waffles, Captain Waffles, Captain Waffles, Captain Waffles. You made it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do the crescendo part. You just had my brain like on pause. What the hell, bro?
Oh, you know, da, na, na. I don't know.
Yeah, like some Indiana Jones crap.
Right. So I'm looking for Tegrid. No, Tegrid's not even on the ban list at all.
Which breeds is that?
Braids? That's the one that makes everybody sacrifice stuff.
Okay. That's
not the 3
Braids, the Risen Nightmare.
Waffles is like, that is a name I am unfortunately familiar with.
Braids Ball Minion. There you go. There you go. All right. Yeah, so, we learned something. Look, here, we're going down the list of cards that are banned in Commander. Ancestral Recall, Balance, Power Rhythm, Black Lotus, Braids Ball Minion, Chaos Orb, Coalition Victory. Coalition Victory can be unbanned nowadays, but it's fast. Channel, Emrakul Torn, unban that card. I don't know. Arayo, that's a horsemanship dude. Falling Star, Fast Bond, Flash, Gifts Ungiven, that should be unbanned now. Goliath's Program, Grizzlebrand, I could unban that too. Hull Breacher, keep that shit banned. Iona Shield of Remeria, Caracas, Leovold Emissary Trust, Library of Alexandria, Limited Resources, Lootcrate, Spellcaster, Mox Emerald, Mox Jet, Mox Pearl, Mox Ruby, Mox Sapphire. That could probably be unbanned nowadays. Paradox Engine.
Did you say Mox Assfire?
What?
Did you say Mox Assfire?
No, but that sounds funny.
I was like, wait, what? What card is this?
Primeval Titan, a card that could possibly be unbanned nowadays. Prophet of Crew Fix, unban that because I still have my copies. Recurring Nightmare, unbanned Recurring Nightmare. Rofellis, Line War Emissary, Charizard, Thundering Titan, Sway of the Stars, Sylvan Primordial, Time Vault, Time Walk, Tinker, Tolarian Academy, Trade Secrets, Upheaval, and Yawgmoth Bargain. All cards that are banned on Commander ban list. All right. Now that we've learned something new,
Yep.
let's think about the card of the day, right, Hillbilly?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, card of the day.
Card of the day.
Woo! This card, those two cards of the day, right? Because I ended up choosing a card I actually ordered last time. Because I needed one copy for Rafik to the Mini, and this card's busted. Clever Impersonator can copy this card. And I'm like, that's sweet, because having two of these instances would be insane. Clever Impersonator costs 2 generic, 2 blue, creature shapeshifter 0/0. You may have Clever Impersonator enter the battlefield as a copy of any non-land permanent on the battlefield, from a planeswalker, from an enchantment to an artifact to a token, any non-land permanent. It is insane, pretty good, and this does a lot because it copies anything you need that's on the board, even your opponent's biggest threat. Yes, yeah, like this is a staple. If you don't have one of these, get one of these. It is actually
That's definitely a good card.
Yeah, this is print. The original printing comes from Kanzatar Cure. Ooh. Now the card I selected today was Strongback. Oh, and if you know my Rafik deck, this is like a strict upgrade. And like I had to buy it like before it went up in price because it's already like $5-6. It costs 2 generic and a green. Enchant creature, enchant aura. Equipped abilities you activate that target enchanted creature costs 3 less to activate. That's pretty busted.
Nice.
Aura spells you cast that target enchanted creature costs 3 less to cast. That's pretty busted for Rafik. This pushes Rafik up a power level. Like when this is on a creature, ouch. Because most of the auras I control cost 2 and 1 mana. Some of them cost 3 mana. But damn, imagine playing all those spells for 1 mana, drawing cards for 1 mana, and beefing up your creature for 1 mana a piece, and equipping for 0 mana, because none of my equipment costs 3 mana, more than 3 mana.
Nice.
Right? Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 for each aura and equipment attached to it.
Oh, that'll go great in my Bogles deck. No, I'm just kidding.
That would be great in your Vogels deck, but it would be legacy Vogels, not modern.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, this card is solid. It's an upgrade to Ancestral Mask. Ancestral Mask is just either an extra card in your deck now with this in it, or you're replacing Ancestral Mask with Strongback, which is ironic. Like, the only thing I don't like about this card is the picture looks weird to me. Like, it looks like a happy-go-lucky, I'm going camping card, like out of a cartoon. But the ability is too rough to pass.
Like, kind of reminds me of that white card, glistening something.
All that glitters?
Yeah, that's it. All that glitters.
It's like All That Glitters and Ancestral Mask got together and perfected a child. Yeah, that's pretty solid.
No, I like the artwork. It honestly kind of humorous because it's a bit of a meme.
I believe it.
Elder Scrolls and the like, that you can just hold hundreds or thousands of items.
Right. No, the artwork's fine. It's just the artwork doesn't fit regular Magic, like as you think of it.
Yeah, it's definitely not fitting in that manner.
And Mrs. Hillbilly shared pictures of the day. She got, I drink coffee because adulting is hard. Man, I wish I had a whipped cream for my coffee. That'd be banging.
Mm-hmm.
but there's like candies in that coffee. I mean, what is this? A hot milkshake? Hell yeah. That's pretty cool. Then the next one, I like this one. You can tell this is AI generated by the hand. Let me mind my own coffee and you mind yours. Woo woo. Yeah, Detective Sylvester. Hell yeah. Love it. What's in chat? Woo! James Willis. While the round table is a decent show, this is a way cooler of a show. Hello. Thank you. That's bad Tegrid and I'm bad Iona. Yeah. For evil. So let's get into the meat of the discussion. Let's get into the topic of the day, the addictive Magic the Gathering, right? And the only reason why the title is not more intricate or more in depth is because space issues. I had like 3 more characters before I filled up the title line because I have to have the in the shell and the hashtags up there. But anyways, let's go to the private chat, and this will open up what I'm talking about. The social interaction and a community-built engagement bring people together, and this plays an incredible role in the addictive behaviors of Magic the Gathering. One of the main reasons why players become addicted to MTG as a game is the opportunities it provides for making it easier for people to socialize and form connections with like-minded people. This exploits a draw into Magic and the world of Magic the Gathering. The endorphins kick in when we get positive feedback and or responses from acceptable behavior. Then, on top of that aspect, we have the loot crate effect, designed pretty well by Wizards of the Coast. Opening packs, getting excited overall, the thrill of the chase or hunt, whatever you want to call it. Digging for gold in packs and Magic, because Magic cards can hold value, monetary value, kind of the same as purchasing lottery tickets with a chance to win. And ooh boy, is that great! But not only can we find money in the cards, we can find play value as well. Double win. Even collectors of the game get involved looking for old rare items, big ticket items, the valuable diamonds. As I digress, let's dig in deeper into psychology and talk about playing it safe and responsible, turning Magic into a reward system as something more of a controllable way for people to engage. All right. Thank you, Captain Waffles. Captain Waffles is saying he will try to chime in when he can. Woo woo.
Nope.
All right. So that was actually a pretty in topic covering 3 major basics of the game of addictive behaviors. Woo-wee. Sorry, I blew your mind, Hillbilly. You look stunned and like I just called you out on the carpet for being addicted.
Well, what I find addictive to Magic is not actually the magic, it's the fun aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
Is what is so addictive, because if you play the game and you have fun, then you're hooked, because you want to experience that fun again and have more fun.
Right.
And
usually when you're having fun, you're playing with other people in a social atmosphere.
Correct.
Right? Yeah, that was like the very first thing I covered when I started talking.
True.
Right. But look, out of all the things I listed, socializing with people is probably one of the healthier ways to be addicted to the game.
Yep.
James Willis, that's right, boys and girls. Always play safe and sleeve that deck.
But you don't want any magic babies?
My combo cards makes things happen. But getting into the game and socialize aspect, let's talk about the socializing aspect. See, when you get in a group of people, you want to be around like-minded people, but you want to be around healthy people. You don't want to be around people who try to make you go broke every time you step in the game store. You don't want people to make you go broke by encouraging you to buy packs after packs after packs and playing the gambling system.
Mhm.
Oh, you could pull $100 card if you pull a Shieldred out of this pack.
Yep.
It's fine to limit yourself in that aspect. When you're playing the store, maybe you buy one pack just to see if you pull something good, but don't go buy another pack because you can't afford it or you're wasting money. The chances of a card being there are harder and not as prevalent as having the chance of just buying the card itself. So buying a card in the loot crate system is all right, which we talked about in the third part. Like the loot crate system is fine, but play it safe, play it wisely.
Well, they need to make this. You know about that phone number, don't you?
Phone number.
Yeah, where you can call if you got a problem. It's called 1-800-MAGIC Gambling Addiction.
That's funny. One day that might be a true statement.
Yep.
Hey kid, want to buy some magic cards, right?
Oh, they don't call it cardboard crack for nothing.
Right. The game is addictive, and the reason, and see, I don't want to just talk about the heavy addictions. I want to bring awareness to people. Because I've seen the worst case scenario, and the worst case scenario is rare, but it happens where a guy literally blew all his money, funds, lost his family, and became homeless because he got too deep into magic. And that is the far extent, one of the furthest extents you can get to being addicted to a game. And this was during M12, yo. That was not a great time in Magic.
Wow.
Right?
Jesus.
James, you're having too much fun. 1-800-Decks off. But so that's a very far extent. Now, a lot of people are smarter than that. Yeah, but some people, I watched a guy who's on government assistance, has mental issues and has Social Security, right? Makes I don't know if it's changed, but made $640 a month to live, to pay rent, to buy food and stuff. We blew over $300 on boxes of magic cards just to get a core base Liliana that was $12 at the time. And he knew he could buy the card, right? He could buy the card for $12, but instead buys 3 boxes of magic cards just to dig for it so he can say he pulled it. What kind of addictive behavior is that? That's self-destructive.
Yeah.
And,
now, if you're going after something right now, like Shieldred, can I kind of understand that? However, you still want to watch your money. Get your priorities straight. Take care of your bills. Take care of your family. Do what needs to be done, and put magic on the back burner.
Right. Magic is essentially just a game full of game pieces that just happen to have monetary value.
Exactly.
I don't know why people separate game pieces from value pieces. They're like, the magic cards are valuable. They're not game pieces. Well, they're game pieces, both that have value to them. Right. There's a numeric value to them. It's pretty much a system. You can get a 50-cent card to a $100 card. And we know Shieldred is a $100 card. By the way, if you subscribe to that guy down there, Captain Waffles, he'll be giving one away at a certain time on his channel.
Ooh.
Or it could be a boat.
Or it could be a boat.
That's funny.
I think I did that wrong. But still. Yeah, and that's a perfectly nice show there because giveaways are fun. But still, in the same vein, you got to be careful. And one of the things you want to be careful with is the people you do hang around. It's easy to get sucked into a socialized atmosphere where people accept you for playing the game. some people are have destructive behaviors, and not noticeably destructive, but buying magic cards, buying stuff, going broke buying cards is sometimes like, hey, you need this card to upgrade your deck. Here's a list of cards. Most people don't know your financial story, right? They don't know what you make. They don't know what your bills are. They don't know how much money you got to spend. And so it's easy for someone to be like, hey, buy this $10 card, this $12 card. This will help your deck. Get 4 of these cards, do this, and people are willing to help because, people love to help naturally. No matter who it is, they love to help naturally. And if they think that you might be able to afford it, or they don't know if you can afford it, they're not going to know that. So they're just going to try to talk you into getting cards that are good for your deck and synergy. Yes. So as a person, you need to be responsible for yourself in this kind of action. And like, I'm not telling you to tell people your financial situation, but let people know when it's too much, saying you can't do it, because like it's more about the magic should be more about playing the game than it is about buying the stuff all the time. Even though I just bought some magic cards last night. Boop, boop. I'm so excited. All right. I got $12 worth of magic cards. All right.
It's the little things in life.
And I got 2 copies of one for my cube and one for a deck. I actually come from the Mothman deck.
Oh,
yeah, and Hillbilly will probably take that card out of his deck. I'm kidding. I got the guy who gives all your cards in your graveyard scavenge. Yeah, so good,
nice,
so good. But anyways, I digress. Anybody got anything to chime in on what we just talked about there before I push the subject even further?
Yep. All right. When you go to your LGS, this also involves the online stores, such as TCG Dude, which has an online store. Make sure y'all check that out. And anyway, take your money and set aside, say maybe $100 if you can spare it. Set $100 to the side. That's your magic fund. And the rest of it, don't go into it. Take care of your priorities with that. And then you can save that $100 if you don't find the magic cards you want or need.
Right.
And then just take that and save that money for the next set to come out, and then you'll have then you put another 100 with that. Then you'll have $200 to spend on magic. Do it like that. Spend wisely.
Spend wisely for sure. James O says, "Hello, everybody. My name is James. I have a magic card problem." Oh man, no. All right, yeah. So spending wisely. Your bills are more important. Your life things are important. You want to save to have an emergency fund. You need to protect your life situation before you get into your hobby situation.
Exactly.
Right. All right. So now pushing forward a little more. Some people do have an issue with the loot crate issue. Now, this is like a small step forward from what we're talking about, because we were just talking about people wanting you to buy stuff because they don't know your situation. Now we're talking about the loot crate situation, right? It is very
What do you mean
prevalent.
by a loot crate situation?
So, well, good thing I was about to explain that. Loot crate situation. So, loot crates are like in video games. You buy a loot crate or you win a loot crate, right? And usually you buy loot crates. And you open a loot crate and it gives you fun stuff and flashy stuff. Sometimes it's just a visual upgrade for something, or sometimes it's an upgrade to a gun or something in a video game that just looks better, fancier, and has value to it, right? And in Magic the Gathering, it's game pieces. You get some fancy game pieces, some value game pieces. You don't know. Wizards got so well at designing these things that we had set packs before. We had a regular draft, became banal and draw. All right. because set packs are the thing to get, even though set packs were not playable. Then we got collector boxes. Collector boxes are all about the loot crate look, feel. You get fancy cards, foils, you get valuables, you get nothing. Nothing that's, well, let me rephrase that. You get stuff that you just don't get in the set packs.
Right.
Now, to even hone in on the situation, now set packs have been replaced with, and draft packs have been replaced with play boosters. Now, play boosters are a mixed breed of set packs and draft boosters. They're both draftable with bling. You can get multiple rares. You can get cool renditions of cards with different frames. And man, it's all about getting that thrill and those endorphins moving. All right. As I explained that, I think pretty well. Did anybody want to chime in on explaining some more what I talked about?
If you're into collection, you can get the draft packs,
There's no more draft
play
packs.
boosters, and you might find a good collectible in it.
Mhm.
But don't blow your money.
Don't blow your money. Right. TCG dude, you were saying something?
I'm sorry, I was just getting a fill of the nothing burger. My bad. No, I'm just playing. Oh man. Dude, I mean, the nature of the game is randomized packs, right?
Right.
Like, so I don't think that in and of itself is the problem. Maybe just the way that they're trying to make changes is the problem. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, kind of thing.
Right.
But at the same time, when you get new leadership, policies and people and products can change. So I think that's really what we're seeing the side effects of.
Sure. All right. So what I'm about to get into, because I was trying to describe the loot crate pack system, right? So what I want to get into is the personal behaviors people have with opening packs when the endorphins kick in. People in general, not everybody, right? People in general who love this system get into the thrill of excitement of opening packs, like we kind of mentioned before. Like I watched a guy open several booster boxes for one card. Where nowadays, let's just put money aside because we know financial values of boxes have increased, and right now, but like the loot crate system is to get you excited to want to open more, to want to get you to explore more and have that thrill, so you want it again. Now, what happens if you don't pay attention to how you act and financially get involved into these pack systems is you start making these acceptable habitual behaviors. Now, I know for some of you those are kind of big words, but acceptable means you accept it. Habitual means making habit, and behavior is something that comes off commonly from you. So what happens is when people get habitually acceptable behaviors for opening packs is it becomes addictive. You want more of it. You need more of it. You want that thrill to last longer. And the honest truth is you want to be responsible for it. You want to take responsibility for yourself. Because not everybody's situation is the same. Some people live with their parents. Some people are not fully grown adults and don't have to pay electricity, go grocery shopping, and all that jazz. There are people who are a certain age who get hooked at a younger age that it becomes harder for some people to financially stabilize their living situation when they move out on their own. Whereas some people who are old enough to live on their own have a financially stable situation and dive into this pack buying habit that they start neglecting the things out, so they don't get to go eat out very much. They don't get to go on dates very much because they overspend. They don't get to plan out their budgeting. No, this is not everybody in the world. This is just kind of like the dramatic addictive habitual behavior of some people. Because anybody watching who's addicted to the game in a severe way, I'm hoping that anybody who watches this video gets a self-realization that they need to take control, because effectively we want to help people be responsible and make the right decisions. Now, I'm not telling you not to buy magic cards. I'm not telling you to not make commander decks or standard decks, whatever. I want the person listening and watching to get hooked in the game at a responsible level and play the game responsibly, so it doesn't affect their real life situation. No, their responsibilities are more important than Magic the Gathering. Unless Magic the Gathering is your job, which in most cases is not. But even if it is your job, you're not buying the Magic cards. You're selling the Magic cards. You're selling the game.
But you get me with 10 boxes of cards. I'm like a kid in a candy store. However, my rent and roof over my head is more important than those 10 boxes of cards.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong. I would love it. And talking about the adrenaline, oh Lord, adrenaline overload. But still, my rent is more important. I got to have a roof over my head.
Oh yeah, it's like it's hard to play Magic the Gathering on the streets. Like you have to find places to play. You got to be discreet. You're on a time frame. You can't just hang out at McDonald's all night and play Magic the Gathering. Can't hang out at Disney. Can't hang out at Disney's all night playing Magic the Gathering or the Waffle House. You have to keep your time separated. It's like you can't just play on the sidewalk all the time. And you can't play in the shelter all the time. Keep a house, a roof over your head. If you got the stability, keep it stable. Don't let it affect your job.
It's cardboard, not crack, bro.
And you can't even stay at LGS that like that either, because they do have a closing time, so they can go home and go to bed and get some sleep, get up and do it again.
TCG, dude, did you tell me it's cardboard, not crack?
Yeah.
But people do call the game cardboard crack.
I know, because it's funny, but
right,
I don't think there's like that many people that are in that situation, and if they are, man, it's definitely an underlying issue, not magic. It could have been like the gateway to their downfall, right? But like, bro, I don't know the last time I was at the lockup or the homeless shelter, and the guy next to me is like, yeah, I lost my wife and kids to cardboard.
Look, true facts. I know someone who lost her wife and kids and their house and their situation because they got too much into Magic. Farthest end situation. I know people who've gotten into the game of Magic when they were homeless. I know people who've put themselves in dire situations because they spent too much money on Magic product. The store, like the game stores, it ain't their responsibility to say, hey, you spent too much money. No, the game store is supposed to thrive. They're going to accept whatever money is thrown their way.
They're in the business of selling product.
Right? Well, so now some people have more addictive behaviors and don't realize that they have addictive behaviors just in general. Like, some people are more apt to start drinking than other people because they just have the addictive behaviors for it. Or some people are more up to start smoking because they have more addictive behaviors. Well, Magic's the same way. Some people who have more addictive behaviors naturally from their situations are more willing to pick it up and not think about what is happening.
These cards
like gambling or anything else, it has an addictive nature to it.
Right.
These three cards right here, I don't want to sell them, but if I have to pay my rent, I would sell these. I mean, they won't pay my rent. They're not worth that much. But I would sell them just to pay my rent because it's just cardboard. I mean,
right.
I don't want them because I sell them because I like these cards because Born Collects, Monsters Greater, Doubling Season, and sort of feast and famine. I don't
Right.
want to get rid of these cards, but
Mm.
still, they're worth a little bit of money.
Right.
And I would sell them if I had to.
Mm.
Otherwise, I'm going to collect them.
James Willis says, "I like having utilities like electricity, and otherwise, I wouldn't be able to watch the morning coffee show without them.
Exactly.
Morning coffee.
Morning coffee. You won't get to hear the beautiful voices of TCG dude if you didn't have all that.
Oh,
Yeah. So I know. I've talked about the extremes of addictive behavior, but I wouldn't have gone so much in the extremes if I haven't seen it personally. Even I was once at a time irresponsible with my Magic the Gathering behavior.
Oh yeah, me too.
Like there was a time I overspent on Magic where I had enough to pay the bills, but I really didn't have enough to feed myself. So I had to continuously sell my cards in and out, trade cards for food and stuff. That was a stupid decision on my part.
Yep. And did you learn from it?
Oh yeah.
That's the main thing.
I learned from it, and I said I don't want to go hungry again.
That's the main thing. Learn. You gotta learn from it.
Oh yeah, you
And
gotta learn from it.
And it's better learn from somebody that's been there instead of learning on your own.
God, just Magic. Sell the farm. We're buying Magic cards. Hell yeah.
But I know what I'm going to do to get me some more Magic cards. I'm going to have James Willis stand on the street corner, make some money there, and give me some Magic cards.
James Willis, if you step on the street, he's going to shake his cane at cars. Probably cause a wreck or something with his magical powers.
I'm
How
just
you doing,
kidding,
Captain
James.
Waffles?
I'm good. I'm going to do a fundraiser to get more cards.
He's going to get a fundraiser to get more cards. Fundraisers are cool.
Yep.
Fundraisers are fun, especially when it's for a good cause.
I'm just kidding, James Willis.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he understands that.
Yeah.
But so, I just want to relax on this topic because we went to the extremes of both sides of the topic. Really, because it went from people hanging out with people and choosing people to hang around with that are healthy for your behaviors to the loot crate system. Now, collectors, they even get into this, and this is more of a lighter things. Collectors get into addictive behaviors too. Not all collectors, but some collectors, because they go after certain pieces. They get the desire to go after like certain pieces, get obsessed over the certain pieces, and start collecting certain things.
Yep.
Like Captain Waffles only collects waffles. Like he just literally wants waffles. You should see he's about to start a Waffle House restaurant. This is how it is. I'm kidding. All right. So
It always makes me laugh when people, they talk about, I'm trying to get a serialized card or this or trying to pull this specific card. And then when you look at the end of it and you're like, oh crap, I just spent $4,000 for collector boxes and I could have just bought the serialized card.
right. Well,
It's
yeah,
like,
that's like,
if you just sit down and look at what you're going to try to spend for boxes and look at what you're going to try to get. Like, for instance, if you're literally opening Dom United for Sheldred, just buy Sheldred. Now, if you're opening Dom United because you're like, if I get a Sheldred, that's cool, but there's like 17 cards in the set that I really want to try to open.
right.
So add up the cards, and if the cards add up to like $20, just buy the cards.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Like I've seen the extreme example of someone just buying boxes for one card when the card costs $12. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's. Well, I'm just hoping people get out of the mindset of I need to buy product for those people.
Well, especially if like what you're trying to hit is a mythic. So like when I was building my modern deck, right, I needed 4 Ren and 6s. If I buy a box of Modern Horizons 1 or Double Masters, I might pull 1 if I'm lucky. And it was way cheaper just to buy a play set of Ren and 6 than to try to open multiple boxes to try to hit that card.
Oh yeah, and you know what? When you do that, it's financially better because one, you don't have to worry about storing all the extra cards you don't plan on using. But getting into the game's a lot easier because you got the cards.
Yep.
It's like buy singles when you need the singles. That's what I did last night. I'm all about buying the singles, but I'm also about buying product, but only when it's fun and acceptable. You know, like acceptable.
Hey, don't get me wrong.
Having the funds.
I love opening the occasional box. Like
Everybody
I
does.
posted an MH2 box that I opened that was absolute fire.
Right.
But I mean, you're gonna get a box like that one out of like maybe 20, maybe out of 30 boxes.
Right.
If you really enjoy opening packs and playing the game, go to pre-release. That's the fun time to crack some packs and play the game, or draft, or something like that, to where it's like you take a small like $15 to $30 gamble to maybe hit something big, but also get to play with it.
Right. Like, you know, that's a good thought. Like my brain was trying to put that together as well as how to get there, but you just went there because drafting and pre-release are one of the best ways to open up packs and play. And that not only does that help succeed your desire to want to buy more packs, like just like all of a sudden for no reason, but you get to play with the cards and it distracts you into actually enjoying the game.
Mm-hmm. Well,
and then if you win, you get bonus packs to open. So there you go. You get to open more packs.
Right.
Now, I have bought boxes just to get one card, but I always find other areas for the other cards to go in.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I can use those cards as giveaways.
Right. Coach's Magic, GoFundMe for my pack opening addiction. You know,
however, Captain Waffles is right. Go buy that card. Don't buy a box.
Right.
Unless you just really want more cards.
Right. And if you're wondering, there's a cat right there.
Uh-huh.
Bink, bink, there's a cat.
Yeah.
Right. Just in case you were playing Where's Waldo with my cats.
He's a guard cat guarding that box.
Right. Even like this box is not close to that cat at all. There's like 2 feet, 3 feet, almost about 3 feet of couch right there. anyways, whew. You guys are awesome. And I think you guys just chimed in some great stuff. Playing the game is good. I want you guys to build healthier habits. And there's a lot more we could have delved into. Like so much more. We could have broken it down. We could have dissected everything. We could have gone to splitting hairs level. But I tried not doing that because, you know, we only got an hour to spend. And I'm hoping this show is enjoyable to people who listen to it because I want to bring value to people's ears and, you know, let people enjoy the subject. And it is a tough subject, but I want people in general who might have addictive behaviors to self-reflect and be like, well, maybe I'm in that realm. Maybe I need to get healthy.
What time is it?
Oh,
would that be the
deck of the day? All right, give me to it. It's deck of the day, and I have a deck ready, and the website's not working.
That sucks, bro. That's the joys of live streaming.
Right. Let's see.
It's my deck in a box.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the website's down or something. So, you know what we'll do?
Well, how about the
movers and shakers, movers and shakers, movers and shakers, movers and shakers. What? Ooh, movers and shakers, top daily winners for standard. We got 2881 to plus 3%. The Wandering Emperor just climbing up a bit.
Ooh.
Then at a big 6% jump, we got 755. We got Path of Peril. This is just a good board wipe running in commander decks. Then plus 6% here at 650, got Brotherhood's End, just chilling out there. Now I want to see what big movers are. So 11% here at 221. Yeah, Restless Anchorage. That must mean people are playing and testing the market to see if they can push it up more value. Then going up plus 4% at 417, got Leaf Crown Visionary. Boop boop. And plus 5% here at 314, got Lush Portico, nice. Those Ravelans, they're pretty good. Plus 7%, $1.90. Got the Celestis. All right, plus 9% at 140. Guys, case of the locked Hoth House. Okay, Hot House or Hoth House. I don't know. But anyways, it's there. And plus 5 here at 220. Got struck midnight doing stuff. Now let me scroll
Nice.
up. Let me go back.
Reminds me of Hot Rod. Say what's play.
Transformers.
Andy Samberg is so funny, dude. I've been rewatching Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
All right. Ooh, for the top cards moving to standard at 26%, 1474. You got Mesmeric Orb. This card is solid. When permanent becomes untapped, that permanent's controller puts the top card of his library into the graveyard. I wish I had a copy of this card. Hold on a second. That's pretty powerful. All right. Then plus 4%, 54.95. We got Sliver Legion. Whoop whoop. Plus 4%, 44.95. Kozilek Butcher of Truth. Whoop whoop. Kozilek. It's not the Ulamog I need, but still good. Plus 5%, 24.29. We got Damnation. Whoop whoop. Damnation's pretty saucy. And I like the fact that the card is actually going back up. When the value of magic cards are going down, they dare go back up. You know, this card will go down when they reprint it in a commander set, but that's not likely to happen most times. I eat my own words. 6% increase at 13.95. Got Children the Risk Spring one. Love this card. Yeah. Hillbilly's going to buy one of each different kind of Children and put in his new commander deck.
I like Children.
Children. I love this version of Children. Pretty solid. It's good for a reanimator deck.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Plus, I'm scrolling down to see. All right, plus 5%. Midnight Banshee did chilling out, being awesome. We got plus 6%, 529. Underground River land's going pretty good. I think it's just seeing more play, and people are pushing up the price. So we don't know if that's the actual price at the moment. But here, I like 0%. Like, why do they put 0% in increase for 76.84? Cavern of Souls. This card will
because it's Cavern of Souls.
It's Cavern of Souls, yeah.
Cavern of Souls is 1%.
No.
Yep.
Oh, 1%. Mind Break Trap. There you go. This is Mind Break Trap, 0%. Yeah. Cavern of Souls is 1%. But Cavern of Souls, I think, is going to creep up to a $50 card again. It is basically $50. And that looks like the most of the cards. Here's plus 6%, 997. Card Liberated. Still need a copy of that card. Card would be awesome to have a copy of. Copy of Card Liberated. Yes, my friends. That has been the Movers and Shakers.
Oh, yeah.
So you do realize why a lot of cards are falling in price and some are kind of creeping up right now is because we have a ban announcement on Monday.
Yep.
Right.
We usually see a lot of volume and movement right before bans.
Right, but also I've learned the way the website works that it goes off different websites, and they're like not only what did you say holds true, but like people will take a cheap card and sometimes push it for more money just to see if they can get more money.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, what happened?
I got a question for y'all, for the panel here. What is your prediction on what's going to get banned? What do you think is going to get banned when they do this ban?
Either violent outbursts or crashing footfalls for was it modern?
Okay.
I feel like that deck is very oppressive.
Okay. What do you think, TCG dude?
Awkward silence. I'm just sorry about that. I was AFK really quick. To be honest with you, I really think it's gonna be the Cascade. Like, obviously, everybody's talking about it. but it is just kind of a problem, like across the board. No pun intended.
What about you, Tortoise?
You already know. Children and Standard, Tegrid and Commander.
Okay. Mine would be
A whiteboard wipe, exile everything.
Yep.
Yep.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Legacy Farewell banned.
Board wipe
It is just too powerful.
too powerful.
Yes.
So I don't think Sheldred will be banned, and I'll tell you why. The card is annoying, yes, but just like everything, it dies to removal. You can very easily just go for the throat it on your draw step or at the end step. Yes, it does make some deck design, a little bit oppressive to where it's like, am I going to play the card or am I not? But it's not a broken, warping format card like, I don't know, like Atraxa was in the beginning. And now that people have figured out that, that once they banned up to Beanstalk, it wasn't as oppressive. So I don't think Sheldred is the problem. I think it's the cards that surround Sheldred that make the deck viable to be able to be that oppressive. So if you look at Pioneer, I wouldn't be surprised if they banned Sorin the Bloodlord, or if they banned Vein Ripper for some odd reason. But I don't think it'll be Vein Ripper because Sorin is what instigates that whole thing of it coming out early.
Yep.
So it's when you go to ban, you need to look at what is the underlining card that makes the deck oppressive. And Sheldred, in my opinion, does not make a deck oppressive. It makes it annoying, and it's a very good card, but I don't think it's a warping, breaking format card.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but you asked me what my opinion was. Hillbilly did. I said I think that card I just think Mono Black needs to be neutered somehow, and that's the only card that stands out to me. Because right now, Mono Black is the strongest color in Standard. That's it.
I mean, you're not wrong. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just the way that I see it, and because I've seen a lot of people with the same sentiment. We need to ban Sheldred. I don't agree. I think what we need to do is be better deck builders.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you gotta be good deck builders. But one problem that I've consistently talked about with Standard being 3-year rotation is there's too many cards. It's like Commander trying to build a deck.
Yep.
I guess if you know what themes you like, you can just kind of stick to that, or the colors that you like to play. For instance, to be honest with you, I've just stuck with my red-white Boros burn for Standard. If I have challenges on Arena that are not red-white, I'll pull out something for Historic Brawl or something. But on the regular on Arena, it's gonna be my Boros.
So Coach Magic says no more bans. They should move back to restricting problem cards to 1-ofs. It's a good idea. I like it.
That would be a good idea too.
Then he says, I think that fixes so much. Even unban some cards and move them to restricted, right? All cards of Commander should be restricted to 1 in a deck, right? You just nodded your head you just took me seriously there, Hillbilly.
I know, because all cards in Commander is 1.
No, there's some cards I think that need to unban from the list that are too old. Like Recurring Nightmare is not broken anymore, or not too much of a problem child. I think you can unban Primeval Titan right now.
Wasn't one of the reasons Reoccurring Nightmare was banned because of World Gorger Dragon or something like that?
Yeah, there's infinite combos with them, but not everybody's there's so many good things you could do with it, do with Recurring Nightmare. But there's a couple infinite combos, but we got so many infinite combos nowadays. It's not going to affect the water anymore. It's not going to dirty the water much anymore. Plus, it's a good card. It's one of my favorite cards. Push that price up. But anyways, that was a good fun topic. Let's get to the shill section. My mouse.
Alrighty, I'm at 379 subs now. And slowly but surely getting closer to the giveaway, which is at 400 subs. And won't be no afternoon stream, but tomorrow there's going to be arena stream like normal, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. And then there will be a commander stream tomorrow afternoon around 2 o'clock. I have moved my commander games to only Saturdays, and it'll be at 2 o'clock on Saturdays.
2 o'clock. Hell yeah. Let's get to TCG, dude. Shill.
Yo. So my weekend just ended, so I got a nice work stretch ahead of me, which is cool and all. So in the evenings, you may or may not catch me streaming some Call of Duty or some Fallout, especially in honor of today being release day. So, yep. And if you just want to talk shop, music, magic, whatever, you can always just at me on Twitter at TCGDude.
Yeah. All right. Now let's get to Captain Waffles.
Yep. So new episodes of the Waffle Cast every Wednesday, because Wednesday and waffles start with W's. Oh yeah. And then we got on 420. If you haven't seen it, go to the channel, watch the video. We had a big announcement about what's coming up on 420. I'm not going to tell you what it is because you got to go watch the video. But that's going to be a fun thing to do. And what else? Yeah, I can't think of anything else. So, oh yeah, the Sheldra giveaway. I'm at 132 right now. Once we get to 250, there's a Sheldra of the Apocalypse going out to somebody. I don't know who. Might be you.
Might be you. Might be me. Hell yeah. Look, it's that old TCG dude, and I'm here to say subscribe to Super Fast Tortoise. He's an awesome channel. Plus, we got a couple giveaways coming out in a week or so, so keep an eye out there for some sweet, saucy playmats. Oh, yeah, and I'm going to start showing this. I'm going to make a thumbnail, like a picture thing that I can start posting on Facebook and Discord and on the community post because we want to give away some playmats. We're going to give 2 playmats to people who win, so they get a chance to win. For sure, and people who didn't win in that will have another chance to win when I give out 2 more playmats to just the subscriber base in general. And oh my lord, we also are going to have a great time with some sleeves when they come in. We're going to give away sleeves in the future, customized channel sleeves. Can't wait to show them off to you. Ooh. And today is Friday, so tonight at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, we're going to play some Spider-Man, and you're going to watch me get my butt kicked over and over again. So, let's have fun. Let's be awesome. Let's be amazing. I want to thank everybody here on the show, Hillbilly, TCG Dude, Captain Waffles, for showing up, engaging, being part of the chat, making today's episode as awesome as it was. And I want to thank everybody in chat, Coach's Magic, James Willis, Tabalt's Apprentice, everybody who chatted up and kept the chat going. You guys are amazing. You guys are awesome. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for subscribing. And until next time, my friends, play well and listen to Lord Megatron. Lord Megatron is always correct.
Shockwave! What is your command, Megatron?
Subscribe for Magic the Gathering and other content for evil fun.
Fear not, Megatron. Cybertron shall